All right. Good evening. Welcome to that incredibly famous, ongoing clickbait, um, YouTube series called Cooking with Craigory. It's very
Yeah.
definitely an established thing. Guest
Mhm.
starring,
Hi. Guest starring Lucille, and I am Hex, who is playing Lucille, and the other person here. Hi. Hello.
yeah, shit, whoops, Kraken,
It's okay.
who's playing
Hi.
the titular Craigory. We're too excited for this.
We've wanted to do this for a while, and I cannot wait for the chaos that they are going to cause. Because I don't know about you, Kraken, but Lucille cannot cook for shit. They do not know how to cook. They eat raw fish. That is,
You know, that ironically makes them the perfect partner in kitchen making for
uh-huh.
Craigory because by comparison, he will look very good.
He will. Lucille will be impressed.
Lucille doesn't know. I mean, okay, she's
Well,
probably
they,
heard. She's heard the reputation, but
yeah.
you know,
But
no
like,
no
it's
frame of
been,
reference otherwise.
yeah, but it's been a long time, and like, they've only heard of the one incident. So like,
And
maybe
Craigory
it was,
insists he is functional.
yeah. So like, hey, yeah. Lucille's willing to give it a shot. Why not? They're sure anything he makes is going to be good.
Which, on that note, Lucille, you got called
Mhm.
over to Toontown actually.
Yep.
You got that good old whiff of Craigory blood in the water, and I assume scooted on over.
Yep. Just get that whiff of, oh, it's in Toontown today. Oh, okay. Well, and is he at the pier waiting for them? Or,
Yes.
okay. So they're going to climb out of the water, just, hey, Danthew, what's up?
Hey, so listen.
Listening.
Have you ever had uh okay, it's called takoyaki, but I think it can be better summarized maybe more recognizably? Maybe. I don't know. Fried octopus foodstuffs. Listen, I found this recipe a bit back. I thought you might enjoy it.
Uh, Lucille has silly eyes immediately. I I have not had takoyaki in a long time. Uh, I
Oh good.
and wait, you're gonna make it?
Yeah. Like I said, uh I came in possession of a recipe. Doesn't
Uh,
look too hard. I mean, I a lot of ingredients not easy to find here, so kind of had to order in
kind
from
of.
Ghibli, but it
Oh,
looks good.
Lucille's silly eyes get bigger. Just ooh. Uh, oh, you got some of the real stuff. Oh,
Yeah, no, I think it deserves the real stuff, and Craigory is beginning to walk and talk.
yeah. Lucille is trotting along after him. Their their 13 history says that they have, a pretty good idea of what takoyaki requires and entails, and they're just, oh man, I haven't had like good real takoyaki in a long time. Like, I mean, yeah, it's pretty close here, but like, oh man, there's,
I mean, this may. I'm okay. You're the expert. You're gonna have to grade the result of this thing, and Craigory actually is going to reach into hammer space.
hey, do we fumble right off the bat?
Hex,
Hi.
you spoke it into existence.
Let's see, pull out.
Let's find out. Uh, he pulls out a nail. Big ol' like 2 inch long nail. She says
Well,
that's
that's a damn interesting recipe there, Danthew. Did you
oh
find it fucking carved in the nail?
shut up. He's gonna try again. Sticks the nail back in hammer space though, because you never know when you'll be in
You'll
want of a
never need.
nail.
Exactly.
That's another fail. Oh,
Uh-huh.
oh good, oh good, oh good.
Is it the bees?
No.
Okay.
Craigory's hand reaches in, and then he makes a face like, ah, crap. And yanks hand back out, and following is a medium amount of acidic green jello.
Are we gonna be making another one, Danthew? Because I don't think I can handle that.
Yeah, no, no, no. He's like shaking his hand
Lucille,
out.
Lucille kind of like is cautiously reaching for it though, because taste. Taste. Just like swipes a finger and hope.
Make a con save, Lucille.
Hey! Shit. Come here, dice. Okay. That's not. It's not great. Is it a play? Yeah, okay. It's 12.
Okay, yeah. You're taking a D4 of acid damage.
Spicy.
Okay. Lucille, take 2 acid damage.
Yeah, Lucille's just. Huh. That is, whew, really, really citrusy, Danthew. Holy shit.
I mean, it is lime.
That is a lot of lime.
Sure,
Lucille's
that's
like making a face like they bit a lemon.
just like a bleh, bleh, bleh.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man. Craigory, meanwhile, has succeeded in scraping
Okay,
off
good.
the most of it from his hand, and he's also gonna make a con save.
Uh-huh.
That's a 4.
Hey!
Actually, that's a 3.
Nice. We love to see it. I'm okay.
He takes 3 acid damage.
Jesus.
He is, in the course of all that, scraped the majority off of hand and arm, and it splats to the ground. And the great news, doesn't move.
Okay, good.
It's just
It's
a
just
bit.
Jello right
It's
now.
just jello, which is still acidic, but it's now just splat on the ground, and you know,
Is it
he
eating
takes-
through the floor?
no. But what he's gonna do is he's gonna take a boot and just sort of like squash and just spread it around. Just look, the less it's clumped, it'll dispel.
Lucille just nods like, yep, that makes perfect sense to me. I don't know anything about this.
Anyway,
Anywho,
there we go. Okay, barely a success.
hey.
Craigory, having wiped hand on pants, it's fine. Reaches in, now has pulled out a piece of paper with, it's a bunch of writing on it. Looks like the recipe he's talking about. Lucille can take a, yeah. Lucille wants to take a look.
Yeah, Lucy absolutely wants to look.
Grab your hands it over.
Yep.
You can roll something, Lucille. Perception, investigation.
Yeah. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Oh, well, okay. Would perception or investigation? Okay. Or would like history be appropriate? Or
Actually, yeah. History could work as
Okay.
well.
hey, all right, cool. That's a 19.
Nice. All right. So first things first. This is just like a piece of paper that's been ripped out of a notebook and scribbled on. This is your brother's handwriting, Lucille. This is not
Yep.
the original recipe in whatever form
Okay,
that
he
is.
he has copied it down from wherever he has found it. Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
there's that. Lucille, you as expressed, you've had takoyaki before. You've had variations past. The ingredients listed, Lucille, I think you can recognize as some of these don't one or two of these don't fucking really exist anymore.
Yeah, yeah. Lucille
It like
is
calls
kind
for
of
a particular kind of octopus that Lucille knows for a fact is basically extinct.
Lucille kind of squints like, the hell'd you find this recipe, Danthew?
Uh, it's gift.
Huh. This is she's like scrutinizing the recipe and like some of the mushrooms on there definitely you cannot get here in Inkwell. She's just like, I mean, don't get me wrong. This looks like I'm reading these things. This sounds delicious, but you sure you were able to find like these mushrooms and this octopus?
Oh yeah, no, like listen. I tried to find like the actual pan for it. I had to get from Ghibli, but yeah, some of this stuff. Substitutions, Lucille. Substitution is at the heart of good baking. You got to be able to improvise and figure out substitutions.
Lucille just kind of like nods at that. Just
I am not
okay,
going across to Furuma for one type of mushroom.
that understandable. I'm pretty sure it's extinct anyway. Maybe I don't know. Things get weird over there sometimes. Weirder than here. But damn, like, how old is this thing? How old is this recipe?
Uh, it's a good question. Old, obviously.
Yeah, it's asking for an octopus that don't exist anymore. Damn. Lucille is like not like scrutinizing angrily, just like curious and kind of excited because like, oh shit, like after a moment they go, this is like the real deal though. Like, damn, you got the authentic shit.
I'm just picturing Lucille's doing the thing where it's like, holding the paper and then like pulls it really close, squinting harder, like that'll make it make sense.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. They're like squinting at it with their one eye and like maybe they turn it upside down as if that will make it make more sense somehow. And it doesn't. And then after a moment, something seems to click and they kind of like get excited and go, wait a minute, wait.
Yep.
Is this for the big ones, like the really big ones?
Uh, cons- mm, I mean, you can just make them big, right? I've not made this before. I have never had this before, any
Well,
version. So
well,
we're just gonna find out.
well, a lot of the common ones like are really small. They're like, like size of a like a little the golf ball, that's the word. Uh they're like the size of a golf ball. So, they're good for like chopsticks and you just kind of pop them in your mouth. And they're molten and fiery and yeah. Some of the older recipes, and I haven't seen some of these since before the last erasure. Yeah, something like that. But those ones are like the size of your fist, if not bigger. And oh, they have a lot of stuff in them. Oh,
I did think
oh,
that was a lot of fillings. Craigory is nodding very seriously as he says to himself, "I don't think the pan I bought is gonna work."
we can improvise. We can improvise.
We
We'll
can
figure it
improvise.
out.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see what I've got on me. We'll see what's still at my place. Yeah, we're
We
just
can
we're just
also just make some regular ones too, just so you can compare. But like, oh, and Lucila's getting extra excited now. Like, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Because oh no, they haven't had this particular brand of takoyaki in a very long time.
Yep, and that excitement is just going to carry them right up to
Right up to
Craigory's
his.
place in Toontown, which he's no longer officially living in. He's
Mhm.
been in the process of basically moving over more permanent, like to Halloween Town
Mhm.
in a network. Uh, Problem for this particular venture being he's a little bit banned from cooking in kitchens a lot of the time. Network kind of especially because that building is an entire person and
You don't want to accidentally like explode the living person kitchen. Yeah.
no, no,
Yeah,
no,
no.
no.
So no cooking in network, and that's Lucille. Kind of has heard of the escapades of cooking, ponders if they are reliable, but does not question the choice of venue for this current endeavor. Because, yep, makes perfect sense. You're not allowed to cook in network. Even Lucille knows that, so we'll cook here.
Exactly. So, opening up the place, and yeah, it's pretty cleared out,
Yeah.
pretty bare. But the kitchen still has everything he thinks he'll probably need for this, including ingredients.
Ingredients.
Ingredients. He is now looking at that, and looking around like, okay, so fist size, you're saying?
Yeah, and like, so I never made any. I don't cook. But I've watched it. It's really really fascinating. It's gonna start like really big, and like the motion they make with their hand, you're like, how the hell does all of this become the size of my fist? But like as you cook it, turn it and rotate it,
Well,
and
okay. I think my next question is like, this recipe, is this like the amount for a singular ball, or is this like
oh no,
you
this makes
make one
multiple.
and then oh
I think this makes multiple.
we are going to be eating like kings.
Yeah, we are. But also on that note, yeah, I never cooked before, so I'm kind of deferring to you. Uh,
Yeah, that's all right.
yeah, okay, good.
Because I mean, like, anyone can chop veggies, and I assume octopus is somewhat easy to chop.
Lucille shrugs. I just bite it. I'm not gonna do that, but like, yeah,
Yeah, no, we've only got so much of that.
yeah,
So yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Craigory's
yeah.
just going to start uh, laying out ingredients and
Mhm.
referring back to the
This
list in his
recipe.
hand. Yeah, and just like, okay,
Yeah.
so maybe if you start like chopping up stuff for the fillings, I can see about finding like, I guess, like a small cauldron. Do you think a small cauldron to make one big takoyaki?
Like, how big? How big are we talking here? Are we talking like the mother of all takoyaki?
We could do that instead of making a bunch of fist size, we just make one big guy.
Can we do that?
Craigory is thinking very hard about the logistics. And for fun,
Lucille is too.
for fun, what the hell am I rolling for this? Just straight intelligence?
Yes. Yes.
He's thinking through like, will it cook all the way through? And like, well, the recipe describes that the outside is supposed to be like lightly crispy, but still gooey on the inside. How do we preserve that?
Hmm. Lucille is also pondering. They are not pondering very hard because they immediately just go, I don't know.
Okay,
It's 16.
a 16 intelligence. Craigory is giving very serious thought to this.
Well, with that in mind, probably not gonna work if they just do one big one. They're gonna probably burn the outside in their efforts to get like the inside cooked to a nice degree.
Mm-hmm.
So there is it's like, and it also might like step into what I refer to as the Cheeto problem.
Okay, please explain.
So the problem with when you upscale a Cheeto is the breading on the outside of the Cheeto, the ratio of outer breading cheesiness to inner starchy, crunchiness becomes very disproportionate. And so you get the tasty Cheeto outer bit for like a bite, and then you're just wading through like unflavored starch, and it's not great.
Mm. Yep, that makes sense.
Your surface area to volume ratio becomes very skewed, and it is not good. So it is, yes. So that will probably happen. So it's better to just like make smaller ones. Like probably this fist size is this is probably a good example.
Mm-hmm. Craigory, being a wizard, is thinking through spells to be like, is there anything I can cast to help this along. So let me very quickly read the descriptor on this one cantrip, see if I'll do something. Excavate, shoot colors. Uh-huh. Craigory is thinking very hard. He's going to go, okay, I'm going to try something.
Okay.
One
Lucille
moment.
is like... Lucille is, it has that, like, determined, like, okay, let's try something.
He is going to go outside and find a rock. Pretty decently sized hunk of stone. And he is going to attempt to use mold earth to make it into, like, you know, a decent sized bowl shape with enough, you know, thinness to then let heat transfer through well.
Oh,
and that's
smart!
just the vehicle by which we make this delicious treat.
You know what? Smart. That's actually really smart.
So, I'm just going to say he finds a stone. The dice roll is going to be like, how like, you know, how good is it actually going to end up being at doing the job we want it to do?
Yeah.
So,
if we get halfway decent, I consider that a win.
Yeah, we are MacGyvering this. Lucille, in the meantime, I think you've been tasked to just chop up filling stuffs. That's
yes.
the octopus. That's the ginger. That's, I'm referring back to the real life recipe.
Yeah.
Onions,
Octopus,
tempura bits,
ginger.
just cheese.
Yep. They are taking whatever knife Craigory has handed them, because I'm assuming, like, in my head, Lucille produces their fucking knife, like the fucking, like, fishing knife on their hip, and Craigory's just like a rigging knife, and Craigory goes, no, and then hands them, you know, an actual kitchen knife to use.
Yeah, this is like an actual proper, you know, chef's knife.
Yeah. And so Lucille kind of gives a, like, huh, and then will in fact start chopping. Should I roll for that?
Yeah, like, roll for, you know, is this really nice even chopping? Is it nicely minced, or is it just kind of,
Chop.
you know,
like, is Lucille just like
functional?
one-handed, just like is Lucille treating this like a cleaver and they're cleaving meat? Let's see.
Yes, X.
That's a nat 1.
Craigory leaves the kitchen to go outside to find a rock suitable to his needs, and he promptly hears bang, bang,
Yep.
Lucille's just overhand.
Exactly, like, swinging it with all of the force of, like, fucking... I warned you, they do not know how to cook.
You know what? This'll be... Craigory's just gonna find a rock, let them, and come back. So...
He's gotta stop Lucy before they break his counters.
Yep, he has found a rock. He's gonna quickly try his mold earth trick. Let's see how that goes.
Yep.
We will add a spell casting onto it because, hey, him a caster.
Him caster, he can do.
Okay. That's a dirty 20.
Hey, all right. I would say he does make it. He makes it probably like damn near perfect.
It does need to take a moment because mold earth is more like you shunt stone this way, or you make it difficult terrain, or smooth it out. This is some finesse going on. This This is a bit of finesse work, but with a dirty 20, he's done it.
Yeah.
There is now sort of half dome shape, decent thickness, but as far as you can tell, there's no like cracks in there, so it should hold, and it's pretty smooth.
Hey.
It'll do. Nice.
It'll do. And then, from inside, he just hears donk, donk, donk.
Okay. Back in he goes.
Yep.
How's it
he
going?
Walks in. The octopus is chopped.
Like chunky bits or finely minced or just
It's chunky, like
bite size if you open real wide.
It's Lucille might be eating a piece of it right now, just as is. Don't worry about it.
Hey. You're gonna lightly smack their hand, just like, hey.
What? It looks good. Sorry.
We've only got so much of it.
Right. Sorry.
And besides, no fair if I don't get a piece too. He's gonna try some.
I mean, since like, given that when typically you buy octopus, it's pre-cooked.
It's already boiled.
That shore is octopus. Okay, so I rolled again for Lucy to cut things and got a 19. So.
I think what that means is Lucille has now A, received instruction, B, has received instruction from Craigory, who previously received instruction from Marcel in how to fucking mince things.
Yes, and also C, has supervision.
Yeah, so it's going way better.
It's going way better. They are doing much, much better. I forgot they actually have a positive dex, so that's a dirty 20. Hey!
Hell yeah.
So yeah, they're doing a lot better. This is actually workable, and like, now that they know what to do and how to hold the knife and everything like that, yeah, okay, they can do this. This is not too bad.
Yeah.
So they're chopping up mushrooms, they're chopping up the cheese bit, they're chunking, I guess, the cheese bits,
Nice.
going at the ginger, just chopping everything while Craigory does whatever he needs to.
Which I think the other major thing that needs to happen here with takoyaki is the actual mix.
Mm-hmm.
The flour mix. So he's, again, referring heavily to recipe.
Yep.
Because this involves, things like measurements and proportions and, mixing things together.
Yep.
Just like, okay. As always, the funniest role for cooking is survival, so.
God, you're right.
Fantastic. Love that.
Oh boy.
It's very typical. That's a 5.
Incredible. Does Craigory does Craigory confuse tablespoon and teaspoon?
A couple of things go wrong. One of them
Excellent.
is tablespoon and teaspoon.
Uh-huh.
I think the other is this involves eggs and some eggshell gets in there, but like that's just extra protein, right? Lucille
It's just crunchy.
is not
Whatever.
going to notice.
No. Not when you've got everything else going on in there. Yeah, no, it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. It's like, look, he spends maybe a moment trying to fish out a bit of eggshell and just decides, you know what, it adds texture.
Yep.
It harms
Oh,
no
God.
one.
It's extra calcium. It's fine.
Gotta build up them bones.
Yeah. God. Alright.
Oh dear.
Lucille has finished chopping ingredients.
I think actually, you know what? The way he tries to fish out a bit of eggshell is actually to try to cast mending on the eggshell itself to pull it all back together, but without the whites or yolk.
Craigory, that's not how that works.
Surely this is easier than trying to manually fish out bits of shell.
Craigory, no, that's not how that works.
So he's just casting fucking mending on the batter.
Lucille kind of glancing over like, what you doing?
Don't worry about it.
Okay, all right, whatever you say, Chief.
Once again, I'm rolling a dice. I gotta see how this works. This is such like a bullshit line of reasoning. That's 5 plus 7. Hold on. No, that's 12. But it's okay.
Yeah. That's a 12.
That's a 12. His intention is to simply reform the shell itself so that now there is just a shell in his hand whole and not in the batter.
Uh-huh.
That's the intent. What Craigory ends up with is kind of like a goopy mess in one hand. Because some shells kind of got pulled out, but it took some batter with it, and it's still indistinguishable.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna go. Yeah. Yep. The good news is, he's pretty sure this means that within the bowl of batter, there's no more shell. He just now has shell and some batter in his hand.
It's in his hand. Yeah. Okay.
So that's just gonna go in the garbage. Mission success.
Lucille, he goes to throw it away, and Lucille just goes, ah.
Craigory pauses, hesitates for exactly 1 second before holding out the hand to feed Lucille the eggshell batter.
Lucille just kind of chomp around his eyes. Apologize if you can hear fireworks. Lucille just kind of like does that cartoony hump around his hand. Don't throw away good food. You've got Lucille right here.
The local trash compactor.
Yeah, the local trash compactor.
There were some very sharp teeth involved in this, but Craigory doesn't flinch.
Yep.
He didn't. Zero worries.
I was gonna say, he knows Lucy. They ain't gonna bite him.
Nah.
If any, the only time they would actually do that is for like the comedic joke of, "Oh God, she bit off my hand," where he turns off the hollow hand.
Yeah. And as this is happening, it's his left hand, but he's going like, "That's actually a good bit we should do." That is his thought process.
Yes, absolutely. And if he shares that, Lucille goes, "Oh my God, we have to do that." Yes.
He will share that after Lucille passes the verdict of what the hell she just ate.
Let's roll.
Eggshell heavy, wrong proportioned, uncooked batter.
That's a 19, so Lucille kind of like mulls it around for a minute and then just goes, needs more sugar? Is there sugar in this? Something's off.
No sugar. Do you think we should try sugar anyway? Is takoyaki supposed to be sweet?
No, I mean, the stuff that goes on top of it is sweet. Something's off. Something got, Which I think might be a good thing to, like, have him reread the recipe to figure out, like, where he might have messed up.
Yeah. Yeah, which, as a person who's fucking constantly had the, like, pay attention to, like, the fine detail stuff. Why is this so hard for you? Like,
yeah.
Instantly filled with rage.
Yep.
It's exactly the kind of mistake I would make.
Lucille's just like, something's not quite there. I think something might have got flipped.
He's going to kind of roll with the speed to, like, read the recipe closer and try to remember what he did versus what's written.
Yeah.
Actually, if anything, he's going to go, okay, I might have miswrote something. And he's actually going to reach in hammer space again.
Oh, okay.
That's the wrong dice. I need this dice. Okay. Yeah, and no fumbles this time. He pulls out a different, not so much paper as it is parchment.
Yep.
Pull that out, go to, a clear space of non-mutilated, non-messy counter.
Yep.
Spread that out and compare the two. Lucille, you can also, again, roll perception if you like.
Yep, Lucille is gonna, because she wants to see. Oh, damn. Okay. That is a dirty 20.
Hell yeah. So, fucking, first off, this is very, very obviously the original recipe, Lucille, because this parchment is old as balls.
Yeah, holy shit.
Like, the handwriting is, like, this isn't even actually, like, there was translation work that went into this on Craigory's end because it's, uh, you know, it's kind of the equivalent of being handed something that's in Old English.
Mm-hmm.
Ye old common.
Ye, I was gonna say ye old common. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Uh, Let me, for funsies, roll another history for Lucille.
Hell yeah.
Now that they have caught this, oh, damn. Well, that's an 8. So they know that, oh, wow. Dante, that's, holy shit. That is old.
Yeah.
They can't make it out, like, granted, they were taught to read, a long time ago, but, yeah. Even this handwriting, they're just like, how the fuck could you even read this? This is, like, illegible.
Uh, determination.
A sage nod, like, ah, yes. Okay.
Determination,
Huh.
a few dictionaries. And just, it was just a fun challenge. Honestly.
Huh. Just, Lucille is just, huh.
Like,
And then, of course, a nerd like you would translate an old recipe.
well,
Jesus,
why
guys,
wouldn't
come on.
I? Just, once I, knew what it was and sort of what was up with it, yeah. Fun puzzle, enrichment.
Yeah,
And then
enrichment,
it, like,
alright.
actually looked good. So, like, Lucille, it's an ancient recipe. How could I not try to remake it? Like,
Lucille kind of, like, nods at that, like, yeah, okay, I can't, I
I mean,
can't
given more
really fault you
access, you
for
could even
that.
call it a hobby. Like, it's interesting stuff.
Lucille can't even, like, poke fun at that. They're just like, you know what? Yeah, alright. Fair enough. And hey, I get to eat the reward or eat the results. So like
Yeah, exactly.
win-win for both of us.
Exactly. Like, the last time I did this, like, the bread that came out, like, amazing.
You found oh wait, so this is like a hobby for like this is not the only recipe you've translated or
Uh,
done this with?
no, I guess it's not.
Lucille is like they're actually kind of like excited like, "Oh man, this is awesome." Wait, have you shared like did you share that recipe with anybody or am I the first?
I did pass on the bread recipe to my aunt because, like, if anyone's going to appreciate that, I mean, frankly, for quite a few people, I guess I could also show Marcel. Anyway, aunt's got the bread recipe. You're the first for this one.
Lucille like gets that big grin again, just like, oh man, I feel honored.
It involves octopus. Like, I knew you'd like it.
Well, yeah, like I mean, I do love octopus. They are kind of hard to catch sometimes. So, for me anyway, the fishermen have better luck than I do.
Really?
Listen, octopus and squid are naturally slimy. It's and trying to catch them when they can like if they can did you know octopi can just fit into tiny ass spaces. If their stupid little beaks can fit through it, then they can fit through it. They can get places I can't. It is
Uh-huh.
hard for me to catch them.
Cranky because you're huge, aren't you?
Oh, shut up. And they just kind of palm his face.
And he just moves with it.
Yeah. Come on, you. Back to checking the recipe, seeing if something like got copied wrong.
Right. And I think that's just going to have to be a sort of intelligence roll to
Yeah.
do the comparison.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's a 9. He is holding them both up side by side, squinting.
Here, let Lucille just also okay, Lucy to the rescue. That's a 15.
Well, Lucille, by all accounts, this looks like there's been no mistakes in copying over.
Cool. Looks okay. Looks like you got it right. Hmm. And they kind of like mold. They kind of where I would say like mull the flavors over. Uh, but like they've already eaten it.
Lucille want to take like another spoonful
They're
from
gonna
the
yeah, they're gonna
yeah.
like dip a pinky in
Yeah,
and
like the
like
real chefs.
yeah. Uh, and they're gonna like, you know, I think I think you might have added too much salt.
All right. So then add a little bit of other things to bounce, bounce it back out.
Yes.
Okay, we can work with
Yes?
that. That's just
Question
math.
mark? Yeah.
That's just math.
Lucille makes a face. Math.
Craigory is going to run a calculation, add a bit more of most things on that list, and then stir it all together and call it good.
Yep. Lucille will give it another taste and yeah, better. Her raw ass batter that they're tasting uncooked, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a 12 for running a calculation.
Yeah, that's you know
Listen,
what?
fractions and
that's
decimals, boo.
yeah.
Decimal,
Listen,
boo.
no decimal, yay. Lucille, I'm telling Decimal you said that.
No,
I'm telling
hey,
Decimal you booed him.
hey, hey.
But hey, okay. Lucille just kind of okay. So like now what? Now what do we do?
Okay, we've got batter, we've got fillings, we've got the cooking vehicle holds up his homemade little pot. Just like okay,
Ooh,
so
nice.
on the gas burner, and heat it
Yep.
up, and then it's we fill it up basically all the way with batter. Dunk in fillings, and then just sort of flip it over around and around until it's good. Easy peasy.
Okay. Okay. All right. And Lucille is gonna just all right. Well, I guess lead the way.
Here we go. All right. So yeah,
Cooking start.
cooking start. The bowl is heated up. We've got like a whole bunch of batter. Chris like, okay. If I poured in, you want to toss in some fillings?
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Let's go. Does Lucille have any frame of reference? No. Are they just gonna dump in whatever sounds good? Yes.
Yeah, that's how cooking works.
Yeah,
Vibes.
of course.
It's vibes.
Yeah, absolutely. Lucille has no frame of reference to argue this.
Can only imagine this is going to get very messy.
Mm-hmm.
So, I wonder if we want to roll something to see like how messy it gets.
Oh, absolutely.
Dex?
Sure. Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Oh, all right.
Oh.
That's not terrible, but like that is still a 9 on Lucy's part.
Oh. Oh man. That's a 6 on Craigory's.
Yeah, we're doing great.
Dude, so
It is
good.
absolute filth hours. I'm pretty sure they start a minor food fight in the middle of this just because, like, of course, this is fun times, you know?
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
So, Craigory goes to pour the batter in, and, like, it overflows a bit, which...
Yep.
It overflows, which then creates a mess.
And then Lucille puts... Oh, go ahead.
It's, like, to the top, which is, like, all right, that's made a mess. Lucille proceeds to put stuff in, which, you know, following principle of Eureka, whatever the fuck his name is. Volume displacement ensues.
Yep.
Which...
And Lucille's just... all right.
You said food fight. What I imagine is Lucille may start this because she's the one who's the filling by just tossing little chunks at Craigory.
Absolutely.
To which
just
he's going
lobbing.
To attempt to catch in his mouth.
Yeah, I was gonna say just lobbing little bits of like octopus and mushrooms at him. Yeah.
I'm just going to keep that 6 dex and say he is very bad at this game.
He is very bad at this game. There are chunks on the floor. Lucille just says, I'll eat them later. Don't worry about it. Because, again, they really just have no shame with food. They don't care.
She's like, look, I know I've cleaned this place out some, but, like, I'm not convinced I've cleaned the floor enough for that.
Fine. And then his back turns and they pick a bit off the floor and eat it anyway.
Which... You have to know activates his father of boomer instinct, because he like immediately turns like, what's in your mouth?
Chewing faster.
What's in your mouth?
Chewing faster.
Tackle.
You can't stop me.
Full on play wrestling all in here, which...
Yep. While food is trying to cook.
While food is trying to cook, while, you know... The kitchen safety, you know, OSHA here is simply fantastic because just, again, building off those dex rolls, fucking that knife Lucille was using to chop veggies is still out and about.
It is on the counter and it is not put away. And they are wrestling. Should we roll?
Yeah. Let's see how this goes.
Oh boy. Okay. What'd you get?
Lucille, I think roll for grappling your brother.
Okay. That's actually a little better than that's a little better just because that's not their dex. So that's wait, no, hang on, that's I can yeah, okay, that's math. That's correct math. Sorry, my brain short-circuited.
Congrats.
Trying to remember.
Wow. A 6, that's another 6 on
Craigory.
contesting dex.
Craigory!
Which,
well,
you know what this means?
Lucille has grappled him.
Yeah. And, like, he was trying to sort of run away from it. Lucille, you kind of, like, just tackle him. Limbs go a-flailing. Limbs go a-flailing. There is the sound of various fillings now crashing onto the floor. I guess we're just using those for future takoyaki. It's fine.
Yes, it's fine.
Things go clattering. Craigory's kind of kicking in, scrambling, and he just goes, wait, ow, hold on, ow.
What? Oh, and that's like a genuine, like, ow, like, legit hurt, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Lucy
like, immediately is like, yeah, nope, Lucy's immediately scrambling off and like, oh, shit. Hey, you okay?
Craigory's also, scrambling to his feet, and he's, actually holding his left hand like, ow, all right.
You need to know my immediate thought was, oh god, did we take off his other hand?
I mean, considering that was like a 6.
A 6, yeah!
It could be a viable avenue, but I'm not
But
that
no, we are not doing that.
not that cruel. No, it's just a bit of an ouchy gash on his hand because that knife went flying.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Lucille they bonked the counter hard enough to knock the knife on the floor. Okay.
Yeah,
Well, I say on the floor onto Craigory.
yeah.
Which
So
having yep,
lesson for everybody: kitchen safety.
put the knives up. Don't be like Craigory.
Yep.
Lucille's just, oh shit. Okay. Bandages. Do you got
This is the point where Kraken kind of pauses and goes, "I packed all the first aid."
uh Lucille is going to reach into hammer space and see what they've got.
Yeah. Krager's gonna look at him and realize, like, ah, dip. This thing needs rotating, so he's actually gonna.
No, Craigory, that's you're bleeding.
It's fine.
Lucille fumbles first, so the first thing that they pull out of their hammer space is hang on a second. I need to pull up the fucking fumble chart so that I can remember what the hell it is, and I'm gonna die laughing if it's what I think it is. So the first thing they pull out is actually just a handful of yogurt, and they're just horf that, eat that. Try again. That's a D20, not a D10. Okay. They get it the second time. And they manage to, pull out one of their healing elixirs so that they can hand that to him.
While Lucille was busy fumbling and doing that, Craigory just reached over and the thing is, using non-injured hand, the hollow hand, the hand that can't be stabbed, to work on turning this thing over, but he didn't think far enough to figure out how this works. So unfortunately, the only utensil he can see close by to start turning this thing is the fucking knife. And he's like, as he's flipping, he's like, you know what? It's fine. Lucille fucking tastes my blood all the time because that's how I let them know I want to chat and has not died. So this is fine.
Craigory, that is, oh my god, food contamination, Craigory.
This is a non-OSHA approved FPS.
I know we joke about his blood being delicious and that he's a snack, but come on.
He doesn't want the takoyaki to burn.
Then let Lucille do it.
Lucille's busy fumbling through hammer space.
Fumbling with yogurt. Oh my god.
But congrats. Great. Takoyaki slipped. Lucille's got an elixir.
Yeah, they're handing that out to him please drink this. Do not bleed on the food.
Bit late for that, but...
They just kind of make a face are
what
you
are
sure
you
that's
making
okay?
a face for?
Are you sure that's okay?
Bit of
You
blood.
gotta eat. You're eating this too.
It's... He makes a little bit of a face. It's like, it's not gonna hurt.
Lucille just kind of shrugs
Look at the size of this thing. Gestures back about that is a your fist sized piece of food with a little bit of ink.
Okay. I mean, yeah, it wasn't that. I guess you weren't spouting blood. There we go.
No.
Spouting ink. Yeah.
No, it's just a cut. It just stings. Come on. He will take that elixir.
Yeah.
Which I never did roll fucking damage, so.
Full damage, so it's a knife.
That's a D4 plus 2 if we go by dagger, sure.
Yeah.
If we want to be mechanically sound, do that, then the elixir roll.
Yeah. So that's just, yep, that's okay. So you heal 7 hit points. You're fine.
Oh yeah, damage completely negated. In fact, it heals some of the fucking acid from earlier.
Yeah, there you go. Just there you go. All right.
See, wiggles fingers, good as new.
Okay. All right. Lucille can't argue that. Just all right.
Uh,
I should warn you though.
hmm?
Uh, you might color the taste of it just a little bit for me.
Oh,
Now that they're like thinking about it. Yeah, your ink's got a your ink's got a notable taste.
well, I mean, I figured you're. I mean, gestures up, down, Lucille. Shark.
Lucille nods at that, like, yeah, but like, listen, everybody's different. I'm gonna think this is I don't know how to say this without making it sound mean because I'm sure it's gonna be delicious no matter what.
Are you saying I taste bad? Hands on hips.
No, I'm saying you taste delicious.
So I'm a snack.
Yes.
Huh.
And they'd say no more, just yes. And they leave it at that.
Craiger's gonna roll an insight.
I mean, okay.
Listen, it feels like the mood is taking a turn. And does he get a punch something more? Yeah. I have an 18.
Oh my god, yeah, okay. Yeah, Lucille is, the mood is still lighthearted, but, they are very much trying to not go, he very much gets the idea that this is an avenue that they, one, normally don't talk about, and two, avoid. Like, they're trying to avoid it. Just, he can ask, but it's just anyway.
Hey, he's gonna step forward, reach out, pat arm. No harm, no foul. Like, I guess you don't have to eat it if you don't want to. And also, we got. He looks around at these scattered fillings. So he's like, yeah, we still got enough on the counter so we can make another one.
Listen, I'm gonna eat it because you made it. I'm just letting you know. It might be a 10 out of 10, and I'm gonna say it's a 12 out of 10. Just, I feel like I should temper your expectations of my rating, I guess.
What you're saying is if I'm ever going to bribe you with food, I should lace it a bit just to make that extra good. Is that what I'm hearing?
I mean, if you were comfortable doing that, Lucille is like absolutely thrown off. They did not expect this reaction, honestly. When most people find out that the shark finds their blood delicious, they're a little
Craigory rolls his eyes and like pats their arm. He's like, look, if you wanted to eat me, if you were going to eat me, you would have done that like forever ago.
I mean, yeah, but like that doesn't stop some people from getting weird about it,
Yeah, but like if you're not going to eat me, then it's whatever, right?
Yeah.
So we're cool, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Good.
Okay, good. Uh, is the takoyaki burning?
Uh, hey Lucille,
Yeah.
you make that comment. I think Lucille said that to try and change the subject, but the thing is, Lucille, you don't smell takoyaki burning. In fact, a moment after you say that, Lucille, you feel yourself lose a magic slot. You feel yourself lose a spell slot.
Which is kind of a big deal for them. They just kind of like, what the hell?
Hmm?
and like frantically look around. The fuck was that? I didn't cast anything.
What's this about you casting?
I hold on a minute, and then they they're looking around now. They are frantically looking around.
I mean, this is gonna be a low.
That is a 22 perception.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, it's gonna be a low perception, but yeah. Lucille, there is something gooey and partially uncooked on your foot.
What the? What? Lucille looks down at it like, what the fuck? Danthew, Craigory.
What? Yeah?
And they kind of lift their foot.
Hold on. Craigory looks from that to the, pot, which I think at that moment is the moment it springs. I'm gonna roll a dex for him.
Oh my god!
Or, I didn't bother to make stats for this,
God.
with that being like...
Oh. Lucy, that's a dex from Lucille, and oh god, no! They don't!
Oh.
No! That's a 9!
What did they just try to do?
They tried to shake the thing off their foot, like, get away, get it off, like, get it off, get it out!
It leaves, but not because Lucille succeeded in shaking off. It leaves because it jumps. And, you know, I'm not going to bother with, like, rolling to attack. Craiger's just going to do dex to try and dodge, because holy shit.
Yeah!
Oh, my fucking get a 5. God, yeah, lands, like, on torso. Craigory feels himself with a spell slot. There is now chaos and pandemonium in this kitchen.
Oh,
I think it is safe to say.
It is safe to say. Lucille is going to make a grapple on this thing. Or try.
Please do. Please do.
Okay, that's a 13 plus 3, so that's a 16.
Ooh, that doesn't mean... That just doesn't... The words. It's not quite high enough to beat the DC I just arbitrarily handed this thing.
Yep. So Lucille tries to grab it.
Here's the thing. You fail to grab the, we're just gonna call it the takoyaki. Uncooked takoyaki. Yeah. You do, however, completely succeed in tackling your brother. He shrieks and goes to the floor.
Yep. Lucille has the, wait, hang on, and then tries to tackle, and then tackles him and just, shit, sorry,
Oh, dear, yeah. This thing basically just kind of, like, leapt up and out of the way, and I think splooted onto the ceiling and is now above. It is, fast.
Yeah, Lucille's gonna try... She's got one spell slot left. She's gonna try... Dispel magic on it. See if that does anything. I don't think it will.
I think, considering this is a moving target... Dispel magic. Hold on. Is that an area effect, or is that more of a... You try to...
Target must make, oh no, it just says choose one creature for each spell slot of 4th level or higher. So, and it's one of those, I imagine it doesn't, you know.
Choose one creature within range, any object. Any spell, 3rd level or lower for each spell.
Yeah.
We're going to go ahead and say this is an ability check.
Cool. Let's find out. Let's make an ability check. No.
Did Lucille just blow her last spell slot?
They did. They did. The dice did not like me doing
Eat
that.
shit. God. Not only does this not take, as they both watch, like, this is a thing that's like half cooked batter.
Mhm.
You know all that like chopped up octopus bits that went in there?
Yeah.
It looks like they're all kind of reforming into kind of reform the octopus tentacles, and that's what it's using to propel itself around.
Oh my god. Lucille kind of has this panic of what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Uh, Danthew, do something.
Uh, Craigory's first thought is block the fucking exits,
Smart.
which gets fun when this place has, probably at least two windows and a door.
And a door. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
But,
Uh,
oh fuck. Let's look
Lucille is gonna try to grab it with Mage Hand.
at. Cantrip time.
Yeah, cantrip time. I guess let's just do that.
Yeah, Craigory's throwing himself to he's just going to try and cover the doorway.
Mhm. Okay, that's not good. The dice are being very mean for us.
God.
I'm assuming it's gonna be like. I mean, I rolled a 9. I don't know what like. Yeah, yes, I don't know. I don't think anything I add to it is gonna make that better.
No, not enough.
Yeah, no. So yeah.
Thing just like kind of Spider-Man's out of the way.
God, it's just skittering along the floor or on the ceiling.
God, it occurs like fuck. Grolix.
Yeah.
And God, he's doing magic missile.
Good.
doesn't- listen.
Can't miss.
A, can't miss. B, doesn't completely total the place, unlike Scorching Ray.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Smart.
We're gonna use operate for this.
Yeah. Understandable.
Yeah, all right.
Yep.
So,
Not bad.
3 magic
Decent,
missiles.
actually.
Slam, slam, slam.
Yep. Yeah, all right.
And yeah, some batter and bits of filling do disconnect and go flying everywhere, making even more of a mess than the place already was. The thing looks a bit smaller now.
Hmm.
The
Okay.
thing, the thing, which Craigory is now he's like, oh my.
Craigory has put 2 and 2 together.
It's like, K. Lucille,
Yeah.
is that all your spell slots gone?
Yep. It ate one, and I used the other. Yep.
Okay, I'm the bait now.
Okay. Okay. How do bait?
Which means Craigory's gonna move up closer to her and just sort of like spread his arms, like look as big a target enticing me as possible. Just like, okay, come eat some magic. Come on.
Yep. Does it go for it?
I'm gonna roll an intelligence for it, which I'm gonna give it Gelosity's intelligence, which is big time negative.
It sounds the same. Just no.
Oh my god.
Uh-oh. What happened? What'd you roll?
0. 2 minus 2 is 0.
It goes right for it.
It goes right for his face. Actually, yeah, it goes for the reason, like, you know what, this is a wizard, has spell slots, B, a wizard that has, like, various magical, trinkets and such.
Splats on his face.
Splats on his face. He's gonna lose another spell slot. Lucille, what do you do?
Well, it's on his face. Is he running in a panic?
He is trying to stay still so that Lucille can then
Cool.
hopefully do something.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna make that as a help action, which means Lucille gets advantage. Uh, which thank God they got it. Oh my God, thank God. That first one was a nat 1.
God.
Yeah, yeah. So that's not how you math. There we go. So that's an 18 to snatch it off his face. Uh, like they're basically running up, like, oh, because they see. So in my head, how it works is they see it latch onto his face, they panic and go, "Oh God, I'm coming!" And then they just kind of run up and like they're trying to like pick a cat up as it's trying to like get something. They just kind of like grab with both hands and lift it off of him.
Which this thing has body. There is something to grab.
Yeah. So like that's their attempt. So that's an athletics, I guess, to yank it off of him. Um,
Cool.
and I am assuming that beats their whatever.
Yes, it does.
Cool. Lucille's gonna panic, and they're gonna bite it. Just, what do I do? What do I do?
Like the whole thing, half. What's...
Whatever they can bite. If that means biting, eating it in one bite, then sure.
I think this then now Hex. The most important question: can Lucille fit their fist in their mouth?
Yes.
Lucille can eat the entire thing if they wish.
Yeah, they just shove the whole fucking thing in their mouth. If I
It
needed
barely
to roll
fits.
if I needed to roll something, I rolled an 18 plus whatever. So,
Lucille, you are chewing furiously, I'm sure.
oh yeah, no. Lucille is furious. Just they chomp it. And it's like 3 big chews, and then they swallow.
Craigory's like wiping off. She's like, "Where did it go? Oh my! Did you see it?
I panicked.
Lucille, did you just eat a thumb before?
Did I just eat a what?
I just sit down a moment."
What? And then down they go.
She's like, "Okay, okay. How do you feel?"
Uh, it's wiggling. That's a 17. They feel pretty okay otherwise.
It was wiggly in the mouth, but like, yeah, 17. Congrats, Lucille. Yeah, you feel pretty fine.
Yeah.
There doesn't seem to be any further reaction. Just like, okay. How did it taste? Just out of curiosity.
I mean, it was half cooked. But the fishy bits were good. And it was cheesy. Would eat another one. And they kind of give a thumbs up.
Raving reviews.
Preferably not alive. Danthew, what did you just say that thing was?
That had to have been a thumb magic eater. I mean, yeah, Craigory lost some spell slots on that, and Lucille did too. Like that was a thaumaphore. He also sits down, just like on the floor. Probably just sits on flour and batter and whatnot.
Lucille is just kind of sitting there like, you made another one.
I guess I did. I don't know how.
I mean, it was just takoyaki until you started cooking it.
I mean, it was in there for a good few minutes and it did nothing. Like, it was a lot. It took a while to. It's going to take a while to solidify. It just.
Did I'm rolling. Let's see if Lucy can connect the dots. They
Yeah.
can. That's a nat 20.
Oh, fuck.
Lucille kind of pauses. Did did you did you bleed when you made the other one?
Uh, no. It's
At all?
not during the making. No, like, just, you know, put the water and the juice and the gelatin and whatnot, and you mix together, and then you decide you want more. So it's fuck around, cast, and large. Like, I didn't get hurt during all of that. Not that bit.
But you got hurt after.
Yeah, I mean, a little bit of teensy bit of acid damage from just swimming around in her when she initially went big size before I got into
Wait, wait,
shelter.
wait. You were in the Jello.
Yeah,
You were in the Jello.
yeah.
You still had spell slots when you got out?
Kirk opens his mouth and then closes it. Yeah. And then when I was in the manor, I got stabbed pretty good.
Uh-huh. Lucille is like, Danthew, I think uh I think you solved the mystery.
I didn't want to solve the mystery.
Um, I
Head goes in his hands. What do you mean it was my blood? What the?
I I'm not gonna lie. Uh, your blood is pretty invigorating. Yeah, it's never had anything like it before. Lucille is sitting with their legs crossed, like hands in their lap, just like rapidly tapping their thumbs together in that like "what do I do" kind of motion.
So, so the conclusion we're reaching here, just to be clear, just to be 100% clear. The recipe to create a thing which is supposed to be legend and like not real is make a food, cast some kind of magic. I figured magic had to be in there because like enlarge on gelosity and all that. I figured like magic had to do with it, and I did put mending into this. There was mending.
You what? Why did you? Oh,
I had to get the eggshells out.
right, right. Okay. Yeah.
So
Okay.
make a thing, magic, ink.
But Yorick,
I don't know that for sure.
do we want to try again with mine?
I don't want to know. Look, Lucille, it is dangerous for me to figure it out this much.
I. They kind of. Yeah. Yeah. Uh.
I don't want to figure out if this is. Well, I mean, we have already replicated this thing. It, no one can know. No one can know. No one can know.
Good thing I ate the evidence.
Good job, and thank you so much for that. And please, please, please tell me if you start feeling sick in the next 48 hours.
Yeah, no problem there. Are you sure we should tell no one? This seems like something we should tell somebody about.
The more people that know, the more can get out, which is the thing. But that's I just don't want knowledge spreading. If it's
Yeah, no. Yeah,
look,
I know,
Lucille,
I know.
Lucy.
Yeah.
If I
What?
had modified memories, I would consider using it on myself.
Ooh. Mm. Mm.
So,
Good thing you've got that amulet.
yeah. Yeah.
That thing's still magic, right? It didn't need the amulet magic, right?
Uh, that's an extremely good question.
I mean, it went for his face, so
It went
like,
for his face. So, no. I think the amulet is still fine, but he does go very, very pale upon realizing that could have happened.
yeah. Okay. Yep. No, that's still okay. Good. Okay.
Yeah, hand goes
Okay.
to like the hip, and yeah, magic's still a thrumming.
Okay. Good. Good.
Okay, I think here's next steps. For now, don't tell anyone. Like, give it
Yeah.
a day
Okay.
for me to process this and figure out who and how many people is smart to tell slash get it all worked in my brain, because
Yeah. No, I understand. The the fewer people that know, the better. But also, I feel like maybe someone else knowing just in case would probably be a good idea. You know?
yeah, it's not that I don't trust, you know, Jacques Macabre and that whole Halloween Town deal. It's just that
They've got a big enough target already.
it's got a
Yeah.
big enough target. It feels like, then it could go to the whole council, and that's like a lot of people, even if it's in there. Like, the more people it spreads, it's just that information leaks. It leaks.
Yeah. No, I know. I definitely know.
So it's just figuring out, do I tell anyone in specific, or do I just let someone know that I know, but not exactly what it is that I know, just to keep it there, and then, just make sure Thrall doesn't catch wind of this at all, ever. Because
Yeah.
this,
Yeah.
look, they didn't exactly lay out a written contract in terms of a pact, but this qualifies. I'm pretty sure this unspoken implicitly is part of that,
Yeah.
and I don't. It's hard to lie to them. I don't know if I'll be able to directly lie if it comes to it.
Yeah. You can. No. Yeah. I get you. Yeah. Okay. Uh. Uh.
Do you want to try making that? I think we have enough for a second takoyaki, like normal version.
I was about to ask. It felt a little improper for the mood, but maybe a distraction would be good. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Let's do
we
that.
we've
Yeah.
we still have all this. We'll just here's the thing. You're new to cooking. I'll let you handle. I'll just let you handle this.
Okay. Yeah. I'll just follow your instructions. It'll be fine.
I will
Yeah.
be hands off.
Okay.
Uh. So Lucille, I think that's roll survival to see how good you make this takoyaki. The second one,
Let's
the one we
do
have enough
it.
materials to make.
Okay. Do they have survival? Oh, they do have survival. Shit. Okay. Uh, well, good news, Craigory. They make a pretty damn good
Oh,
takoyaki.
fuck yes.
This is 21.
Yeah. Nice.
So yeah, they following Craigory's instructions, and he's hovering close by, I assume, to like, show them, and they can like mirror his motions. And yeah, they end up with a fairly decent sized takoyaki, and this one doesn't move.
It behaves.
It behaves.
And it's big. He's like, okay. How do we want to split this?
Lucille stares at it for a minute, and then looks at the kitchen knife, and
Craigory
lifts the
is
kitchen
going-
knife slowly.
Has the kitchen knife been cleaned?
Lucille goes and cleans the kitchen knife.
Yeah. Could you fucking imagine?
Oh my god.
Congrats.
They clean the kitchen knife, and then they they just cut the takoyaki in half to offer him half.
And you know what? For the batter having the wrong proportions and whatnot, like, other things about this are doing pretty good.
Yeah. Lucille is utterly delighted, honestly.
Yeah. And like, Craiger's not anything like this. It's a good bit of food. Just shovels it down. Listen, and stressful experiences make you hungry. He's just gonna go, so, is it as good as you remember?
And Lucille kind of like licks their lips a lot. I rolled to compare. I rolled a comparison. Basically just, I rolled a d20. The dice is an 18, so Lucille just kind of grins at him and says, well, I mean, you didn't have the same kind of octopus, but that's pretty damn close.
Ignoring other things about this whole process, I will call that then a resounding success.
Oh, that was a huge success, Danthew. That is, look, even without the added flavorant of you, no, this is really good. This is really good. Honestly, make it again or share it with someone else so they can make it, whatever.
I mean, again, I've got family and friends who are more professional, shall we say, chefs than I, who, they honestly can make better use out of any other ancient recipes I receive.
Blank, blank. You mean this is a running thing as you getting ancient recipes?
Occasionally.
Lucille's gonna roll inside on that one. That is, let's see. I can do math. That is a 16 plus a 3.
Fuck.
Get seen, nerd!
Yeah. Yeah, Craigory says occasionally, and, he kind of looks to the side, just fidgeting a little. It's not a lie. It's not a lie.
Lucille is giving him the older sibling squint. Craigory, where
What?
are you getting the recipes?
In the mail.
From where? Where's the return address?
There is no return address, but these things stay in quarantine for 2 weeks minimum, and a lot of identify spells and scanning. It's like, look, these things are vetted.
Oh my god. Is your patron sending you recipes?
Listen.
I'm listening.
Look, it's not all doom and gloom and magic ending magics that they receive. Like their thing is preservation. That includes like the mundane, like ancient bread recipes. And I may have been rewarded once or twice, but for good behavior. But just try one of them out in their kitchen, which is huge and gigantic and like made for a castle because the mansion is huge and like never gets used.
Lucille is making that uh they're making the prayer hands like the boy in front of their it just the fucking this. They're making this face.
It's not like they're using it, right? They don't eat food like this. They don't need to eat food like this.
I understand. I'm I'm questioning why they send it to you.
You know, I do I do a warlock thing. I go get some ancient book they asked for, and maybe occasionally they'll send along a recipe.
It's just they pay. You know what? That tracks actually. They pay you in knowledge. That makes sense. Yeah, okay.
That's yeah, that's kind of the whole. It's the whole warlock thing,
Okay.
Give and take as much as it's as even as it gets between us.
Okay. Yeah, all right. That's for this whole conversation, you'd think Lucille would be a little bit more angry about it, but like or like concerned, but like they're just yeah, okay. Yeah. You said you keep them in quarantine, make sure there's no magic shit on it. Okay.
Yeah, 2 week
I
quarantine minimum, each one.
okay. Yeah, okay. That's you know what? Of all the things they could send you, sure. This might as well be one of them.
Yeah, and like I say occasionally, less than that even. It's only been one or two.
You know what? That's even better, honestly. Uh, ugh, yeah, okay. Have you told anyone about that?
No.
Okay. I won't tell anyone then either. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's yeah.
Yeah. Listen, it's fine. I mean, it's not fun. Well, it. The situation is not fine, but given the circumstances of the situation, it is fine. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Because he's just like, this is fucked. This whole thing is fucked, but okay.
What a dastardly villain. Somebody is sending cool ancient recipes in the mail.
Somebody is sending you recipes because you made a thing out of food that they want to recreate.
Yeah.
Just, like Lucille looks, just careful, okay? I know you are being, but you get what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Now, come on, before I eat the rest of that.
Craigory has eaten his portion, but
Oh, okay. Okay.
just like holds plate back, just like mm-mm. there's any leftover bits, he's just gonna lick it off the plate just to spite Lucille for that comment.
Lucille is so offended. Just, well, fine. They pick up a bit of octopus off the floor and eat it.
Well, you've eaten worse today, so frankly, if you're gonna get sick, you're gonna get sick. You may as well help clean up that way.
They just flip him off, like, yeah.
Oh dear, it is time for so much cleaning.
Yeah. I have a thought.
Hmm?
How about we don't?
No, we should.
Oh, fine.
Look, you said you haven't cooked before, and I believe you, but here's the thing. I was somewhat taught by my aunt, and one of her rules is that you clean up after yourself. So.
Okay, fine. You're the expert here.
Mm-hmm.
Is this now a good time to tell you I've never had to clean anything before either?
Well, first time for everything. No excuses. He's just trying to, like, physically push them.
They just follow her to the floor now on their side, like,
There is now a broom being persistently poked into their side.
Fine, fine, okay, fine. They get up. They take the broom.
I don't know how things are done in the ocean, but on land.
I was gonna say, Lucille's just like, I don't even have a house to sweep. This is bullshit.
Oh.
They pointedly, just out of spite, because they do know how a broom is used, but they're gonna sweep the ceiling because fuck you.
You know what? It was up there at some point, so.
You know what? It's fine.
Not even good. Pick your battles.
Yep. Yep.
There is a lot of prestidigitation being used on Craigory's end.
Yeah. Fun fact, Lucy does not have prestidigitation. They actually have to do this on their own, but they do have Mage Hand to help out, so, you know.
Between the two of them, it gets done.
They managed to clean the place up.
They clean the place up. It's all good. You know what? Craigory's just gonna keep that bowl he ended up making because, like, it worked pretty dang well.
Yeah! It's a good bowl. They can use it again.
Recipes go back in hammer space. Although, actually, well, he considers, like, do you want the handwritten, like, just for...
What?
Well, okay, you don't cook. You don't have the facilities to cook. I guess if you want to eat this again, talk to me?
Yeah. Of course I'm gonna.
Cool. Okay. Back into hammer space they go. The place is cleaned up. Out of the house, and Chris is like, okay. So, thank you for coming.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad it was tasty.
Mm-hmm.
Do not tell anyone. Please.
I promise. I won't tell anyone.
You're the best.
If anybody asks, we made takoyaki. It was fucking delicious. You did good.
And it's
We
not a
might
lie.
have exploded the kitchen.
Not a lie. None of that is
Not a lie. None of it is a lie. It is the truth.
Yeah, I think I'm back to Halloween Town for me.
Want me to walk with you?
Sure.
All right. And they just thumbs in their pockets, like strolling with him.
Unless you have anything else, is that how we zoom out?
I think that's how we zoom out. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yep.
Just trying to think of, just to make sure. Is there any? I don't know if there's any epilogue that's needed.
Outside of that one funny haha bit, somewhere else, if you wanted to do that, but,
We could.
We could, if you want.
Yeah, sure.
All right. So well then we zoom out. Um, kind of
Zip.
the camera basically zooms up to the sky. Um, and some time seems to pass before it zooms back down onto a familiar sight, but not a very welcomed one. In it would happen to be the Thrall's Manor.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and we zoom in through a window where Thrall is leading. Would it just be Would it just be one or would it be all of them?
Uh, it's a good question. I think it'd be one to start. I feel like those are maybe on other tasks, but
Okay.
here's the thing.
Uh
Thrall
yeah.
is allowing a Henrik
Yes.
access to new resources. Start
Mm-hmm.
with one. Don't give it to fucking all of them, because who knows what they'll try to do. Like, they might try to unionize,
Oh
and Thrall is
God.
not about that.
No, 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 no. Thrall is very anti-union, I am sad to say.
Thrall
Um,
is union busting, and that involves keeping the Henriks away from each other outside of supervised activities.
exactly. And also they're like weird dogs in that you have to supervise them or they start fighting. And
Yeah.
just it's ugh.
You know, they'd
It's
probably be unionizing better if they weren't like that.
honestly, yeah. But anyway, the point is they are leading we'll say Calm is the old man Henrik,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yep.
So they're leading Calm down to the medical wing.
Mm-hmm.
And they move past the normal surgery wing, I guess you could call it, because there's like three wings in the medical area. There's recovery, there's like surgery, and then there's a third one that only they have ever gone into.
Oh,
And
interesting. That's news to me. Love that.
that's basically cold storage.
Mm.
It's and they lead them in there. Uh, it's where all of their fun and funky things are kept for like, samples and poisons that need to be kept cool and antidotes that need to be kept cool. Fun things like that. It's basically a
Yeah.
big old fridge for that kind of purpose.
Yet
And
another
I
reason
know,
to limit Henrik access. There's fucking poisons in here.
yeah, honestly, yeah. Um, but I know how samples are supposed to work. This is not how it works, but fuck it for the lore. This is how it works. So
Oh?
they lead. Usually, there's an expiration date.
Mm. I'll take your
That's
word
really
for it.
there's an expiration date. Blood does not last for very long.
Shh. It's Toon Ink.
Shh.
Shh.
Yeah,
Shh.
exactly. So shh, it's fine. But they lead Calm over to a cabinet that they have kept locked. And they unlock it and they can roll perception if you want.
I would love to. Let's quickly hop over to Henrik's sheet,
Mm-hmm.
though I'm not convinced they have anything in perception.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, open up. Don't freeze. There we go.
Freeze. Anyway.
Okay. Well, that's only an 8.
Oh, all right. Yeah, Henrik,
There's like whole dramatics. There's like the entrance space is like whole dramatic smoke billowing.
yep. Just too much smoke and Thrall is just, of course. But inside, yep, those are certainly some samples that they have. And upon closer inspection, they're all labeled very meticulously. They have location, what the sample is, and who it is from, and the date it was taken. And these are all from Craigory
Mm-hmm.
in that clone body, but still Craigory. And Thrall, uh, Thrall basically motions to these samples and says, "All right, Nick Danthew, you have my permission to run some tests on these. I have exhausted all avenues I can think of, but perhaps you will be able to shed some more light."
Hmm. And Calm will just consider Craigory samples, and I have to assume like also prime samples are here too, just to
Yep.
contrast. And just like,
Oh, yep. 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 There are
look,
prime and comp samples.
just like, look, I'm telling you, it's going to be identical.
You see, that is where you would assume, and I was rather fascinated to find not quite.
Hmm.
But I'll let you discover that on your own.
I feel like that's the point where Thrall like sweeps out once Calm is sure they're. Wait, but Henry Smutters are just like, bitch.
Yep. And they probably get back I heard that.
Of course he did.
their, their passive is 20. Of course they heard it.
Didn't wait long enough.
Nope.
And that's where we fade out.
And that is where we fade out. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Thank you for listening to Cooking with Craigory.
Yeah! And I'm going to stop the recording now. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Bye bye.